What's the deal? It's your boy Abkjdu6st. You feel me? We finna dive into another video. I just got wind that, you feel me, the dude that killed Tupac finally got caught. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of already felt like I knew who popped him. What's that? What was the dude name that passed away? That they beat up inside Las Vegas at the little Mike Tyson fight? You feel me? Okay, he a Compton Crip. I'm like, oh yeah. Cuz probably popped him. Southside Compton Crip, you feel me? So, I forgot old boy now, I'm trying to think. But it's probably going to be in this video. Now, I ain't look at the video. I ain't watched them before, none of that. You feel me? So, y'all going to have to tune in with me. You feel me? But hold on real quick. Because you know how I get in, you know what I'm saying? Can't start the video without firing up one of these. Hold up. About 5 seconds, yeah. Yeah, we back in this bitch. Alright, you feel me? So, we finally getting justice from my boy Tupac. We finna tap in right now. Everything. Trying to cut back on tobacco, you feel me? So I've been smoking joint papers like mud. You feel me? There we go.
Just turn slowly sometimes. That was the case here, but they got it done.
27 years after rapper Tupac Shakur was shot to death in a car in Las Vegas, a man who confessed to his involvement in the crime is behind bars.
Who shot Tupac? They keep it for the code of the streets. It just came from the backseat, bro.
Filmmaker Mike Dorsey predicted an arrest on Law and Crime nearly 2 months ago.
I think that they are going to close this case. I think that there is very likely going to be an indictment.
Thanks for joining us here on Law and Crime. I'm Anjanette Levy. Las Vegas Metro Police took Dwayne Keefe D. Davis into custody Friday. He's being held on charges related to the 1996 murder of rapper Tupac Shakur. Las Vegas Metro Police searched Davis's home in Henderson, Nevada in July.
The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. We got a search warrant for the resident. You need to come out with your hands up and your hands empty.
At the same time, a grand jury was investigating Tupac's murder. Tupac Shakur was shot as he was riding in a car driven by Suge Knight one night in September 1996. Tupac had gotten into a fight with a man named Orlando Anderson at the MGM Grand during a Mike Tyson fight. The shooting of Shakur was believed to be retaliation for the fight. Keefe D later confessed that
Orlando Anderson. My bad. It's an interview though with him. They asked him did he kill Tupac, and he's smirking and like, you know, if you from the hood, you know how niggas answer questions. You feel me? He answered him just like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, bro popped him for sure. And they whipped his ass. Watch the video. Hopefully they showed a little whipping. You feel me? They was whipping his ass.
he gave Anderson, who was his nephew, the gun to shoot Tupac Shakur. He made the statement in a proffer to police, but the statement could not be used against him in court. Years later, Keefe D admitted his involvement in Tupac's murder in his book, Compton Street Legend. Many view the book as a confession. Keefe D wrote about that night. I pulled out the Glock that Zip had given me and tossed it in the back seat. Bubble Up did the driving, Baby Lane and Freaky were riding in the back. Like two rams locking horns, Suge and I looked each other dead in the eye. The terrified expression on Suge's face read, "Damn them N-words." He goes on to write, "One of my guys from the back seat grabbed the Glock and started busting back." Tupac Shakur died days later, and his murder would remain unsolved for years. Orlando Anderson was shot to death the next year. Filmmaker Mike Dorsey worked with retired LAPD detective Greg Kading on the documentary Murder Rap, which looked at Kading's investigation into the murders of Biggie Smalls and Tupac Shakur. I spoke with Dorsey about the news that Dwayne Keefe D. Davis had been taken into custody.
Well, this has been, for me, kind of a 10-year journey since we put out our doc, Murder Rap, which was the first documentary that put out his taped confession that his crew did this. And my reaction is that this has just been a very long time coming, and it's just an exciting day to finally have this. We didn't think this was going.
He look like a nigga that do some shit like that. He look like one of them grimy niggas. Cuz got OE cans, Hennessy. You feel me? He like one of them drunk niggas that beat his bitch on everything. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cuz look like a nigga that get drunk. One of them hoe ass nigga, bitch ass nigga. You feel me? One of them sucker, lame ass niggas. Niggas that he go get drunk. You feel me? Whatever problems they be having or whatever they be thinking about cover. Oh yeah, we go put his hands on the bitch. You feel me? Cuz got whooped on for snatch. Look, let me tell y'all this. Y'all probably don't know. Orlando Anderson got whooped on for beating up one of them niggas, death row niggas, you feel me? Beating up one of them niggas and taking a chain. Then he had the audacity to wear the chain at the little fight in Las Vegas. Tupac and them seen that, you feel me? That's like, oh, you got the homie shit? You the nigga that got on the homie, you feel me? He didn't take his chain by himself. Orlando had a couple people with him, they packed out him, so it was a pack out for pack out, you feel me? But I ain't gonna lie, this nigga right here look like one of the niggas you want on your team from the hood. You know OG rolling, OG going, you feel me? On everything. But he do look like one of them hoe ass niggas that be put his hands on bitches too. Like, nigga, this nigga told years later, like, nigga, you old stupid bitch, you supposed to take that to the grave. Niggas is dumb, niggas want that clout, you feel me? Oh, you get that money, nigga.
To happen at a certain point. It just seemed like so much time had gone by. You started to wonder, is it really going to happen or not? But the wheels of justice turn slowly sometimes, and that was the case here. But they got it done.
You said that you thought an indictment would be coming, but now you're saying you didn't think this would ever happen. So do you feel like it was taking too long? Because we had heard some rumblings that a grand jury was looking at this.
I'll just say, initially we had heard that it was going to happen very quickly. It seemed like an indictment was, 6 weeks ago, an indictment was like happening, and then nothing. And we heard the grand jury was convening, and it was very airtight. They're not telling us anything. They aren't telling the public anything. So you do start to wonder after weeks and weeks go by if they're really going to pull it off or not.
Mm-hmm. What do you think? What kind of witnesses do you think they have? Because everybody else that was in that vehicle that night is dead.
Sure. I know some of the people that they've spoken to, but I can't disclose that. But correct. I mean, all three of the other people that were allegedly with Keefe in the shooter's vehicle, they've all died since this happened. Some of the key witnesses, like Tupac.
Hey, that's a trend going on right now, too. For some reason. It seemed like when the homie passed away, now we can talk about the murders we did because he the one that killed him. You feel me? He dead now, so you can't prosecute a dead nigga. Man, shut your bitch ass up. Y'all putting smut on the homie name afterwards, nigga. What the fuck?
Mac's bodyguard is dead. Tupac himself, of course, being the closest witness, is dead. Suge Knight being the next closest witness, will probably never talk about it. So I don't know exactly who they've spoken to that could help them build, a case around Keefe. But I do know that when Murder Rap came out, we heard from a lot of people that had information on this case that had never disclosed it before, who said that it basically filled in the gaps for them of what they already knew. So my guess is that that's who they've been.
Some of these interviews, Keefe D seemed very cognizant of the fact that he had to be careful about what he said. So he obviously knew that he still was at risk of possibly being prosecuted. But then he goes and writes this book.
Right. Yeah, when he did his interview with BET for Death Row Chronicles, which came out in 2018, he had an attorney with him present for that interview. And then after that, I don't know how much legal counsel he was getting. It's almost like when that came out and nothing happened to him, I wonder if maybe he got lulled into this sense of, I guess they're not going to do anything. I'll just keep doing interviews and I'll be careful on my own and do what I think, I can get away with saying without going too far. But yeah, it seems clear. I mean, the fact that you bring a lawyer with you to an interview to make sure you don't say too much does tell you that he must have, at least in the back of his mind, considered that he might still be able to be prosecuted for this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the proffer deal, when he did his original, statement to the police about this, 15 years ago, that only covers what he says that day in that meeting. If he went on CNN that night and said the same story, they would be able to use that interview against him. So I think he knows full well he had to be careful what he said.
So what do you expect to come next? Obviously, Keefe D had to know something might be coming since a search warrant was executed on his home.
Sure. We don't know what the charges are yet. I'm hoping that if there's a press conference today that they'll tell us what he's actually being charged with. and confirm, of course, it is for this case. And the next, I would think that he might want to do a deal, or that they might be interested in doing a deal. I don't know anybody wants this to go to trial and have that circus in Vegas. And so
look, and I'm going to say this too. And some of y'all might get mad at me for saying it, and I don't care, you feel me? I'm a real Crip, I really politic. Tupac got killed for hopping in Crip and blood business when Cuz didn't even gangbang. You feel me? He was an artist, and he felt like because he was Death Row, he was obligated to back up Death Row other members when that's not the case. You're the artist, you're supposed to have security. Just so happy your security was Death Row members, you feel me? But, yeah, he got popped over somebody else's shit, you feel me? Mind your own live long, play the artist card, you feel me? He was already trying to dip off from Death Row, you feel me? And I think he got offered a deal like he can own half, or he can become a co-partner with Suge on equal terms or whatever, you feel me? So he was gonna try to do that. I think something like along those lines, you feel me? But come on, man. Come on, man. Mind your business. They're homies. Niggas hopping other niggas shit and wonder why they get flipped. 6th Street.
I would suspect that they would try to do a deal, but I don't know.
The Associated Press is reporting that a judge ordered Keefe D held without bail. The prosecutor on the case was quoted as saying during the hearing that Keefe D was the on-site commander who ordered the death of Tupac Shakur. For Law and Crime, I'm Anjanette Levy.
Bang, bang.
Have you ever wondered when it's time to replace your roof? Come with me.
Yeah, and there it is. You feel me? What's the Tupac getting arrested and P. Diddy is next. Hold on, do y'all wanna should we chime into this one? That just came on. Hold on, we gonna look into this one for like a couple seconds. Let me skip in. Oh, and we're gonna see what it's somebody podcast. True Gordy, you feel me? Tap in with him, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go back to the other one before we leave so y'all can tap in with their stuff, pay homage to the people that posted the video. I think the last one was like a news clip. I ain't even gonna front to you. Where is that at? Right here. Law and Crime, you feel me? You can click on it. That's where I found the first video. We finna see right now though.
There's no justice for anyone really. It's too little too late, but at least we have an answer now. Now let me take you back in time to the night of the murder, September 7th, 1996. This was the night of the Mike Tyson fight against Selden in Las Vegas. Tyson and Tupac were very good friends. Tupac had referenced Tyson in a lot of his songs. And as always, Tupac, when he rolled up to these places, he was deep. He had all of his guys with him, and it was a problem for anyone who they recognized. Unfortunately, for a guy called Orlando Anderson, who was a Crip, a rival gang to the Bloods that Tupac had with him, they spotted him in the lobby of the hotel where the fight was taking place. So you'll see the CCTV footage here in the hotel lobby. Tupac had already attacked Orlando Anderson. They'd had a previous beef, and you can see the guy in the white here, that's Suge Knight, who is putting a beat down on this guy as well. They're kicking him, and as far as they're concerned, it's point proven. Tupac is seen walking out of the hotel here, strutting as if he owns the place. Now, as far as we're aware, Tupac and Suge then made
as if he owns the place. He got that a Crip. Tupac not a blood or a Crip, nigga. Let me feel me. You saw that ass whooping. You right. What? You touched me like. It could be one nigga whooping my ass like that. Oh, my mom, you do too much kicking my ass, cuz gonna have to, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. You feel me? You feel me? Take your L's how they come, you feel me? One-on-one fade, that's a one-on-one fade. But you can always do too much in a one-on-one fade, you feel me? I'm down, boom, here come a boot, boom, here come a rock, or here come a stick. Now it's too much, you feel me? The ones that like to do too much, be careful, because when you don't kill niggas, it be niggas like me, you feel me? Ain't nobody ever did that to me, but I refuse. But I'm just saying, if it was to ever go down like that, it's only 2 options, 3 options, because some niggas don't get caught and go to another state and then live life again. You feel me? So 3, but the third option, hard as a motherfucker if you ain't got shit planned up for it. You feel me?
the decision to go to a nightclub called the 662, which is the digits on your phone for MOB. It's mob-owned mafia type shit where they've owned this nightclub and this is where they hang out. And this is the final photograph ever taken of Tupac and Suge. Suge at the driver's side, Tupac on the passenger side. Now, obviously, what was known at that moment was Tupac pulled up at some traffic lights on the Las Vegas Strip, and another car, which was a white Cadillac, pulled up alongside and emptied the clip into the car. Tupac was hit, killed. He did survive for about 6 days. I think it was 6 or 7 days after the initial shot went in, but he wasn't conscious. He'd been hit through the lungs, which had filled up with blood, and, you know, he was never going to be the same again after that, which people didn't really accept because he'd also been shot like a year before this and survived that. So Tupac was like immortal and indestructible. So for him to actually be shot again, people kind of were just like, he'll pull through. Because he didn't die immediately, people just believed he'd pull through. Orlando Anderson was obviously the main suspect, being that he was the guy who got jumped by these guys. However, he was killed not long after this, and as were a lot of people, as you can imagine, because in these wars,
accountable and responsible for Tupac's violent murder, accountable. Just like we do for every homicide victim in our city.
he's just really using this as an opportunity to do a bit of good PR. So let's go back to the cop now who found Tupac at the scene of the crime, and
That's all I can fucking say. Show some love, brother love.
I'm going to give you whatever it was.
Till you met Puffy. What you mean by that?
Man, shit, I was getting 300 kilos a month, man. Balling, man. Brother love, come show some love. That's all I can fucking say. Show some love, brother love. You know, shit. Brother, I be seeing you doing your little pretty dance and all that, man. Show some love, homie. Come on, man, don't be like that, brother love. I was on top of the world until I met your motherfucking ass, dude. Shit is wrong, dude. Come on, homie. I need something to throw a dog a bone or something.
To convert that into English, what he's saying is I got involved with P. Diddy. P. Diddy went to the moon, killed it, made all of his millions, and now I'm sitting here. Where's my love? Where's my handout? I'm the one struggling now, and I looked after you. Apparently, Keefy D has detailed the motive for the shooting was a retaliation and to collect a $1 million bounty he claimed Sean Puffy Combs, aka P. Diddy, offered to him and his gang to kill Tupac and Suge Knight. P. Diddy has yet to be arrested, but refuses to address the allegations in public interviews. Now that this guy has been arrested, P. Diddy must be shitting himself. Given the nature of the hit record, hit him up by two.
If y'all didn't catch that, P. Diddy hired Keefy D and them, so it was like two birds in one stone type thing. I feel like, or this could have happened. You feel me? Two birds in one stone still. You feel me? But Keefy D got hired by P. Diddy. You feel me? Boom. All right. Tupac and Suge Knight finna be in Las Vegas. They know they finna be in Las Vegas, right? Boom. So, Keefy D, his nephew Orlando, and like two other niggas, right? They drive up there. Boom. Orlando being extra'd out. Like, I just stripped one of these niggas for their chain. We already trying to collect the bounty on these niggas. You feel me? A young nigga being extra'd out, cuz up in the lobby by himself with the chain. You know, looking around, trying to be funny probably. You feel me? Like, y'all finna die anyway tonight. Y'all don't even know. Boom. But little did he know, Pac seen him, and it's like too many. It's a bunch of them. They pack him out. Bloom, 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 bloom. He get back to the car, they probably getting armed. Like, nigga, we got money out here. We finna kill these niggas anyway. You doing this shit now. We gotta chase the money down. Boom. They hop in the car. See that, you know, they cars is known back then. You know, them niggas said, you see that nice ass car, that's Pac and them. Boom. They see him driving off, they get right up on him, you feel me? And it was, But let me know what y'all think about it, you feel me? We ain't finna watch our boy all his video, we ain't doing all that. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, you feel me? Like and subscribe, you feel me? Tap in, Abkjdu6st, you feel me? I'm up out of here. Y'all have a blessed one, you feel me?